ones, empaths, you've got to understand that when the narcissist is pushing you away, or they're trying to cut contact with you, they're trying to discard you, they're actually doing this to seek a reaction from you, right? They want to seek a reaction. You see, you've become so numb to the abuse that you've been going through. They want to spark a reaction out of you. And if you just accept the breakup, just say, okay, it's fine. You want to break up? Okay, no problem. And you go quiet. This makes the narcissist feel rejected, because what they're used to, and I've made the mistake, is us relentlessly trying to pursue them after they're trying to discard us. Relentlessly pursuing them. And all they do is keep moving the goalposts. They keep manipulating. They keep making out they're not interested in you. And this is why, if you can just keep it simple, accept the breakup, don't pursue them, don't chase after them, don't try and fix things, don't try and reconcile, then they will feel rejected. If you have made the mistake already of pursuing them, of texting them, of reaching out to them, of trying to fix it, then the quicker that you get to this plan of action by accepting the breakup, then you'll still get the same results. Because they're used to us they think we're sorry. They think we're going to endlessly pursue them. That's what they've got in their minds. They think we're going to endlessly pursue this relationship, and we're never going to be able to deal with the loss of them. Deep in the core of them, as I always tell you, they're very low self-esteem, low self-worth, low self-value. But on the exterior, how they present themselves and masquerade through life of artificial light, they act like they're God's gift, best thing since sliced bread. So they're acting like, I'm not interested in you, I don't want you. But really, you're feeding their ego every time you reach out or try to solve it or try to fix the relationship. And it's the quicker that you can just accept the breakup as it is, accept that you're no longer going to be together, accept that it's over, the quicker that you can get your head around that, right? And I know it's hard. Because this person was someone who you spent years with. Maybe you believed that they were your soulmate, you believed they were your other half. They've met your family, you've met their families, like you've got a lot of history together. But if you can quickly accept the breakup and realize that they're an abuser, they're nothing but an abuser, and you can accept this breakup and no longer pursue them, no longer attempt to reconcile, the quicker you can do that, the quicker the narcissist feels rejected. And when they feel rejected, this will leave them wanting you back more. That's the thing. They desire what they can't have. So if you accept the breakup and you door slam, bolt and weld it shut, and you say, right, you don't want to be with me? Fine, we're done. And then you may even have the last word. They like to have the last word. Maybe you have the last word this time. Maybe you make the last final statement. They feel rejected. They honestly feel rejected. I did make some mistakes in my journey, so we're all going to make mistakes. But those mistakes that we make, they do work out for the better. I do promise you that. It will align and it will end up working out for the best. So if you have been there when you've tried to reconcile, you've tried to fix the relationship, don't worry. They knew that you were going to do that. That's the good nature in you. That's the empath in you. That's the chosen one in you. But if you realize you're dealing with a narcissist, you're very far ahead of where I was when this happened to me. If you're aware you're dealing with a narcissist, you've already got the answers. You've got all the answers you need. If you know you're dealing with a narcissist, I don't want you to start thinking that you're the narcissist as well, because a lot of people start to believe they're the narcissist when they watch these videos. I want you to understand that if you're pondering on the fact if you're a narcissist or not, that's not how a narcissist operates. They won't ponder and think, oh, am I a narcissist? Am I not? They're just a straight up manipulator, straight up fraud. You know, they won't reflect and try and think, am I a narcissist? But it's a common theme that the abuse victim starts to think that they're the abuser. So I just wanted to point that out there. But you know, we want them to feel rejected, right? We want them to feel rejected. We want them to feel hurt. We want them to feel pain. And the best way that you can make them feel pain, you can feel hurt, is accepting the breakup. Because what this does psychologically is it shows that there's no importance that you hold on the relationship any longer. You know, and they're not serious. This is the point. They're only trying to put you on the shelf for a bit. They're already anticipating coming back round to you. So if you make it a be-all, end-all, final, like, breakup, knowing that you're not waiting on the shelf, they can't come and circulate back round to you. So you've got to realize that they're playing a game the whole time. This whole breakup thing, this whole discard is all a game to them. So by you actually taking it seriously and saying, you want to break up? Fine, we're done. And I did do that. I did actually do that. I said, if you don't want to sort this out, I remember saying this to the narcissist, if you don't want to sort this out, or if we don't get back together, then it's God's will. And they knew I believed in God's will very strongly. So they knew. But I've had hoovers after years, you know. I've had hoovers after 4 years, after 6 years. I've had hoovers immediately after. I didn't realize I was dealing with a narcissist at the time. They're going to pop back up, but you need to be strong when they pop back up and not let them back in for a second go. That's what you need to make sure you don't do. Because what I'm telling you will make them try and come back. It will 100% make them try and come back if you accept the breakup. And not reach out to them, not view their socials. I'm not that well versed on social media, but I know things like Snapchat, from what I've heard, they can tell if you viewed their story. Like, if you're viewing their story or whatever on their thing and they know you're watching them, it's not doing you any favors. Like, if you're leaving any trail evidence, like you're leaving a trail that you're viewing them, or they know you're viewing them, or anything like that, it's not going to do you any favors in the long run. You want to try and be as quiet as a mouse. You want to try and be as silent as possible. You just want to leave the relationship with a closing statement. You can say what you feel like you need to say. I would advise, don't ask them any questions, because when you ask a narcissist a question, it puts you in mercy of their response. You know, like, how can I break this down a bit better? Like, if I ask you what the time is, I'm at mercy of you telling me the time. So therefore you can tell me an incorrect time and I won't know, right? Like, don't question them. Speak in statements, short statements. So, you've messed around, you treated me like rubbish, I'm fine with the breakup, go ahead, move on, or whatever. You say something like that, but you don't say something with a question mark. Don't say anything with a question mark. I'd advise you to speak in a statement, because it doesn't give them a... So if you don't hear a response from them, you've spoken a statement and you weren't necessarily looking for a response. But if you ask them a question and then they leave you on red and then they don't respond to you, then you're at mercy of their response. I hope you're with me on that. I hope you understand what I mean by speaking in statements. Speaking in statements is very powerful. It's a hard thing to do, but if you can try and perfect it, that's why I'd say think 3 times before you even speak to a narcissist. But just trust me, if you do what I'm saying and you accept the breakup and you don't try and repair the damage, you don't try and reconcile, you're going to inflict a severe narcissistic injury and they're going to feel really badly rejected. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and subscribe button. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can find a link in the description box. And if you would like a one-to-one session myself, you can also find a link in the description box. Currently I have the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. If you would like to check that out, the link for that channel is also in the description box. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.